through?
Yeah.
Chit-chatting away here. Welcome back to Bay Sunday. You've heard the saying, give a man a fish and he can eat. You give a man a fishing pole and he can eat and provide for himself. That's kind of the mantra for our next group. It's called North Beach Citizens, a resource center for the homeless and low-income families that will lend them a helping hand to rebuild and jumpstart their lives. And with us today is their executive director, Christy Fairchild. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Well, I was kind of surprised, but Francis Ford Coppola started all this about 10 years ago, I guess?
Exactly, yes.
Because he lived in North Beach and just kept seeing the same faces.
He did. He just felt like they were citizens already of North Beach, and why not address them?
And are you busy?
Very busy.
Yeah. What is it about San Francisco that appeals to folks that are kind of down on their luck a little bit?
Well, I don't think it's just San Francisco. I think it's nationally. There's 3.5 million people homeless in the nation, and 15,000 here in San Francisco. And, you know, a crazy statistic I just saw was 1,100,000 children are registered as homeless in the public school system.
Well, it astounds me because you, through the streets of San Francisco, especially over in the Tenderloin, you just see these people down on their luck. If Francis Ford Coppola got you started, tell us a little bit about what you folks do.
Sure. People come in, we create an action plan for them, they register, we get them an ID, birth certificate, housing, stabilization, pension, veteran benefits, Social Security assistance, and we don't do it alone. We do it with a lot of government agencies and other agencies in the city.
And how do these people find you? And they have to want to change, right?
Exactly.
You can't just keep coming in doing this, right?
That's right. They find us various ways. I work closely with the community, the gardeners, the librarians, the local police, the churches, the merchants. So.
And these people, are they from all walks of life, from all over, everywhere?
All over. All over.
And the stories you hear?
You know, it can be chronically homeless 40 years to just, you know, coming in and trying to get an eviction stopped for an elderly person.
Yeah, well, we've got a little video and some sound from a couple of your clients. Let's take a look at that and then we'll get some reaction out of that. North Beach Citizens, here's a few.
I ended up down here in North Beach and met some friends, and we all stayed in this garage over here on Broadway in Montgomery. Right here is where we all used to sleep. We didn't have any place to go. It was the wintertime, it was raining outside. We were cool in here when we wanted to go and do our little things or whatever, hustle, panhandle, you know. I used to sing, you know, do card tricks, tell jokes and riddles and stuff like that. And then once they got us all out.
Typical story here, for the most part?
Typical story. There were probably 7 of those guys that I worked through methodically and got off the streets.
And what, say, this gentleman here, do we know what he's doing now?
Yeah, he's permanently housed in supportive housing through the Community Housing Partnership. He gives back. He's a big peer support volunteer.
Sure.
Yeah.
And do you find that's true? A lot that go through the program that kind of find their way again,
Yeah.
want to volunteer and help others?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I bet that's really, really neat. And how fulfilling for you to kind of see these people just change their lives and become...
Very inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why
Beautiful.
you do it?
I do. I think the biggest joy is the reunification with family when they really feel great about themselves that they can reach out and call again.
Well, your mantra's core. Tell us what that stands for.
The one citizen at a time?
Well, the community, opportunity, reintegration, and empowerment.
Yes, the core, exactly.
That's kind of your...
That's the program.
That's what you want to do.
Absolutely.
And is it tough? Is it tough for these people? Or are they just astounded by all the goodness? Do they resist a little bit, or do they embrace it and just relish it?
Really depends on the person, but in general, they're very giving and inspiring and very thankful.
And as you mentioned, some of your clients become volunteers. How big is your program? How many people do you help? How many volunteers do you have? And do you need help?
Yeah, we serve about 300 people a year. I have a beautiful group of volunteers that come through. We do a food pantry on Wednesdays for the local SROs, which serves about 150 people a week to supplement their nutrition. And we have 4 people full-time and 1 person part-time on staff.
And where do you house them here in the city? It's so expensive. You must have do you have corporate help at all to kind of guide you a little bit?
My board of directors is very, very strong, and they help me fundraise. We have 2 big fundraisers a year, one in the fall and one in the spring. And we have some corporate funding, but it's mostly individuals.
And hope. There is hope, isn't there?
There's definitely hope.
I mean, if someone's got a family member or someone, how do they get in touch with you and get the process going?
Sure, yeah, I do have calls like that, and that's, I really serve as a resource center, and anybody that wants any help, I can take their phone calls and at least get them on the track to helping their loved ones.
All right, Chrissy. Well, great work, and
Thank you
keep
very
it up.
much.
So
Thank
thanks
you
so
so
much for
much.
coming in. If you'd like more information about North Beach Citizens, log on to northbeachcitizens.org. That's northbeachcitizens.org. And we got more Bay Sunday right after the break, so don't go away. Be right back.